Hi guys, my name is Zen and this is Maybe Bonsai. Welcome to another episode. Today I plan to prune my hibiscus, which has been repotted last year and has grown all summer and the fall. I didn't touch it until now. But before that, I'll give you a small update on some of the stuff that we did before. So we'll start with the Cascade Fire and Ice hibiscus. It's a Fire and Ice. We confirmed it with Connor. So a couple of weeks ago, I pruned this back, and then I repotted into this cascade position. So you can see now that it's starting to bud out now, which is in the good spots, which is the top I wanted. At the tips here, there's a little bit of green you can see, and then especially here you can see the budding out of the tips, same as the bottom. So everything is going according to plan. It is growing, which I'm very glad. So hopefully everything will work from now on. Hopefully. I'll probably have to turn this a bit because this thing is going towards the sun. So going back that direction, maybe like this, on a bit of an angle will be better. So anyway, this is the hibiscus that I'm going to prune today. It has flowered after I brought it inside from outdoors, but I pinched the flowers off because I want the trees to grow. After the repot, it didn't grow as much as I expected it to. I don't know, maybe it was just recovering from most of the summer, but it has started growing more now that I brought it indoors. So that's what I'll be working on. Another update is that the willow leaf ficus, it dropped all its leaves once I brought it indoors. And now that it's indoors, it's gotten used to I guess the environment. It's starting to bud out again. Hopefully that'll last. And this is the $50 bonsai challenge. It's growing nicely. I haven't touched the seeds. Some of it fell on the floor somewhere, but I still have it. So I'll try to plant those in the spring most likely. But I'm just gonna leave it to grow a bit bigger and gain more vigor after the repot. And eventually I'll try to prune it back and hopefully it doesn't kill it. So anyway, I'll get this hibiscus at the bottom here and we'll get started. So here we are with the hibiscus. I was looking at the tree and I wasn't sure exactly where the front was. I think it's towards me in this direction, maybe somewhere around there, because I have this top leader going towards this direction. But I'm just not exactly sure if that's the case or not. And before I start pruning, I know there's some major flaws with the tree. There's this really straight section, and then there's another quite straight section. I get some decent movement up here, which is great. But before that, it's just really straight, and I'm not sure how to fix it. I don't want to, prune this whole top back. I think that just might be too much, and it'll be kind of a waste. So yeah, so I'm not sure exactly where to go, but maybe in the future I could tilt it so that this would be kind of facing like that way, and then make a kind of a angular turn. I don't want to tip it too much because the soil is going to spill out. But I'll just prune it back, facing somewhere like this, somewhere around there. Maybe that's the front, because I have this movement here. Maybe I can grow the tree taller and bigger so that the straight section wouldn't look too bad. But right now, I'm not sure. I can't really correct this, I don't think. So anyway, I have to live with it. Okay, so that being said, I will start pruning. There's this branch back here, which it's crossing right in front of the back of the trunk. But if this is the back, it wouldn't matter. And then I was thinking that this branch, I could kind of wire it towards this side so it doesn't cross, and then it can act as a back branch instead. So I think that's what I'll try to do at least, and see if that works. So I'll leave this branch on, because when I was looking at it, I thought I was going to get rid of that, but I think it's worth keeping. Maybe I can make something out of it. So I'll start with the branch on my left or your right, this one here. So this, I think what I want to do is I want this to go more flat So we have this side that's lower, kind of a pad-ish section, and then we'll have the top, and I'll develop this side and then the top of the tree. So that being said, there's actually growth coming out right there as we, right now. So I'm going to prune it back here and taking advantage of this new growth right here. I'll just take it back a little bit more. It does leave this kind of straight section here, but the next bud that's down here, there's a leaf scar that's going towards inside the tree, so I can't really use that. And the other one is on this side, which could work as well, and it makes the tree turn really fast. It will interfere with this branch, which means I'll probably have to either take that branch off, or I guess I could prune this branch back here because there's a leaf scar right there towards that direction. So that would work, I guess. I think I will take it back here because I want to avoid the same mistake as these straight sections. I want to avoid that. I want more movement. So I'm going to take it back here. And hopefully that'll go. And that I have to take this back because this branch will come out this way. It's going to go towards that branch. I do like the divide here, so I don't want to cut that whole thing off. And like I said, there's a leaf scar right here that's going towards the same direction as that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it down here. Hopefully that'll develop. And then I think I need to clean this up, but I can't really get in there right now. Okay. Well, that's as good as I can get to right now. So that'll be more flat. This I will turn, make it turn this way a bit so it's not so crossing. I just act as a back branch. I'm not going to prune that. I'll just leave that alone. Now, let's start with this side. So if this was the front that I'm looking at right there, I want this side to be more horizontal, which it's going to that direction right now, which is great. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of take it back. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this branch off here, this right here, because I think it's too crowded, plus it's really tight between these two branches, and I don't think I need this one. It's a more vertical branch anyway, compared to the rest, that is. So there that goes. I have a branch here, there's a branch here. There's lots of choices. So these two branches are kind of, they're not really on top of each other, but they're pretty close. I think eventually I might remove one of them, but not today. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this branch back. The question is where? There's a leaf here and there's a leaf here. They're quite close. I don't really know. I mean, they're almost lateral, but they're not. This one's actually lower, about like a couple millimeters lower. And then this one here. So I think either direction would work at this spot. Maybe going towards that side would be better. Yeah, I think it will be better to go that way. So I'm going to try to cut it. Let me take the tip off first. There's a leaf here. I could use that as well. And there's not that long of a straight section. So maybe I'll use that. So I'll do that. I'll let it go here, and then I'm going to take this leaf off. So that's already, there's a sprout on that spot. I'm hoping that's going to develop. And I'll get a branch more coming towards the side here. And this branch up here, I'm going to try to make it come towards me so they're not going to run into each other. So there's this growth back here, this whole thing, it's coming out of this area. So what I'll do is I'll just take it off just after it. It's hardwood, turning hardwood at least on that side, but it's okay. I think that's good. It's a good spot. So this will go to the right, my right, or towards you guys. I'm going to try to clean this up just a little bit. So this will turn towards this side, that'll go that side. Hopefully they're not going to interfere with each other. And I'm going to make this a bit more tidier. And then this branch up here, this is actually a branch going upwards. I don't need it, so I'm going to get rid of it because I don't want the tree to spend energy going that way anyway. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of cleanup here from the previous prune. There's also a branch back here, which I think it's okay. Doesn't interfere with anything. Eventually, either that or this one might go, I don't know yet, but we'll see afterwards. So I'll leave both of those on right for now. I'll clean this up a bit more. So I think these two branches are okay. I'll get rid of this little thing here because I don't want anything to grow there. Next up, I'll take a look at this. The previous pruning scar is actually right here. There's about 1 inch or less growth. Clean this stuff off. So basically this year it grew, just 1 inch, which I think it's because the repot, it was recovering, so it wasn't growing that much. Which is fine, I think. What I don't like about this section is that there's a stray section from here to here. It's about 1 inch long, right there. And then there's a bud right underneath that's going kind of horizontally to my left. So I think, even though this is woody already, it's been growing for a while, but I think I'll take it back to this bud, so I want it to go towards the side. It'll give the tree more taper, plus I think a better direction for this branch. So there it goes. So this little thing is what I'm talking about. So the top I'm going to reduce back probably by a lot. And then there's a question of this branch and what to do with this thing. So if this was the front, this thing is kind of coming towards me and it's going vertically against the leader. I wonder if I could save it or by not taking it off completely. There's a leaf going kind of towards the front, but I think I could use that. So I'm going to take it off just after that leaf. And hope for some development. If this can go towards this direction, I think it may be okay. Although there's another kind of branch right here. So yeah, there's too many branches in this area. Maybe I should take that off completely. It's possible to take this as the leader, as the future leader, and take this whole thing off, but I don't think I want to do that right now because I want the tree to get taller. So I don't think that's I don't think I'll do that. But I'm also not sure if I should leave it or not, because there's another branch right above it, less than an inch away. So I guess I'll leave it for now, and you know, maybe later I could take it off if I wanted to. It wouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, I'll leave that for now. There's an inside branch just trying to grow from this section, so I'm gonna get rid of that because that has no room to go anywhere. I'm gonna clean up the top. Just previous pruning scars. Just trying to clean it up. Now for the leader, for sure it needs to be reduced. There's this long straight section which I don't like. But looking at it, there isn't that many leaf scars that's going kind of towards me. Let me get rid of this leaf. So there's a couple leaves going on the outside. There's one there, and there's one there. So this whole top I'm not planning to keep because it's too straight. This tree I'm going to do clip and grow, so I'm not going to wire. Maybe except for just like a little bit of light wiring to redirect this. But I'm not going to try to manipulate the top of the tree or anywhere major. So there is a leaf scar over here on the inside. And I think it will work because this section is just too straight. That's another straight section. It just didn't seem to turn. I guess it wants to go up. But this leaf scar, I can see like a tiny bit of green, so it's already kind of developing. And if I cut it back here, I think it'll grow, and it'll come towards the front more. And then if that happens, it will make this front better because, you know, right now this is a bit high. Even though direction-wise it's going, you know, the right direction. So I think I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So this whole top is gonna go. Back down to its original size, you know, from a couple of years ago. But definitely more structure, more taper than before. So I want to make sure that this content is going to develop. So I'm going to take the tips off of these branches. Actually, I'm thinking if I should take this off. Oh no, I'll leave it. But I'm going to take the tips off of these, just so the vigor is going to get distributed correctly. Actually, this one I'm going to take it back more to the first leaf. because this was my leader, so that was taller, so I didn't want it to happen. I want this to grow more. So that's gone. So that branch I'll leave. There's a growing tip here. I'm going to take that off just so I can equalize the vigor. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'll kind of redirect, I'll wire this a bit later, but you know, the tree has its flaws. I have to kind of probably tilt it so this isn't a straight section like what it is now. You know, maybe I even go into a semi-cascade, and then this will become the leader. I don't know. Who knows? That's probably a bit drastic from what I thought, but I think for now I'm going to leave it. Just a little bit of cleanup in the middle here. I think it looks okay. But you know, again, the flaws of this straight section, that straight section. Yeah. Just checking for insects. No, it's not it. Okay. So yeah, this hibiscus in general, I think, or at least this tree, just tends to attract insects. I don't know. I've always had insect problems, but this year I haven't seen anything on here, so that's good. But usually there's always something on here. Anyway, I hope the direction of the tree is it's good, you know, and I hope it'll work eventually. But obviously, it's got a long way to go. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.